Let's go.
Hello. What's good, everybody? It is Thursday night, and it is time to get into a brand new series. She-Hulk just broke the waves, and from what I'm hearing, just a little bit of talk backstage, sounds like everybody is on board, all in for it, and can't wait to see where this little episode's going to take us. What's up, AK? How we doing tonight?
I am doing okay. How are you, good sir?
If I was any better, I'd be twins. Everything is up, and we are looking good. What's up, the realest attorney? What's happening with you today?
Yo, it's this damn series, man. Literally got off of work and I'm like, okay, I gotta get and watch this damn series to talk to you fine people about it.
Oh, we're just hearing, I was hearing, we're loving the quirkiness, the breaking the fourth wall, the talking. Phantom, you said you were looking for this in what other show? You were hoping Hawkeye was like this one, a little more
There
like.
we go. Yeah, I was hoping this would, because everyone's like, oh, this is gonna be like the comedy, but it's like, Hawkeye. But then just this one episode alone, better than the entire season of Hawkeye. Saying it now.
Oh, it's gonna come down. I just love it. Like I said, breaking that fourth wall, giving us a little bit of that Deadpool, just coming in. Like from my understanding,
Sir, Nolan. Let me cut you off and correct you there.
because what I was about to say was that I heard that in the comics that she was actually doing breaking the fourth wall before Deadpool was even a thing.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
She's been bringing it since day one, and I'm all in for it. This is, it seems like it's going to be exactly what I was looking for. Nothing too serious. The show doesn't take itself too serious, and just ready to have some fun. And I love how she's always just going through it like this whole time, calling it a lawyer show. It's going to be a good lawyer show. Now, I know you're not going to be able to think about it until I talk about this other thing, but this is a lawyer show. This is no, this is She-Hulk. Let's get it. But the fact that she's trying to push it the other way is fantastic.
Which fits because literally within the entire episode, she even say, okay, I got to go back and like live my life, as an attorney. But then here Bruce is like, no, you're pretty much like a Hulk now. You're living pretty much like two lives now.
And finding out that he's not going to be able to drill her that way because she is a different person and she's not having all the problems that he's having. And not having any problems is just minimalizing it. She's like excellent at everything. Like she has no problem. She crushed every little test he put her through in seconds. Like he doesn't even know what to do with this one. Absolutely.
You know what I think he didn't take into account? He didn't take into account how they grew up. He has another personality because he has issues. Jen didn't grow up with those issues.
Exactly. And I heard I don't know, in the comic lore or something like that he was abused as a child, so that kind of put him in a darker space and stuff like that. I never knew that before. So he does have his own issues, and she doesn't. And like she said, the fact that she's a woman, she puts up with this kind of BS every day. So it's not really a thing for her to keep her mad. Like like he says, I'm always angry. Like, well, so is she, but she has a cap.
Y'all have no idea. That was 100% real fucking talk when she answered with that.
All right. So she just let it be known right away what it is and why it is. And yeah, so far I'm in for it. Oh, Hawkeye was better. Come on, J. Crew. Are you kidding me?
We're still high off the first episode, so we'll see.
Exactly.
We'll see.
It could definitely go off the rails, but so far, like I said, I'm loving the quirkiness and just the goofiness of it all. Like, I'm ready to get into it. Let's do it. She-Hulk, Season 1, Episode 1, A Normal Amount of Rage. And who was she talking about? Like, those with the most powers need to be held accountable. Was she talking about a superhero or that she wanted to jail, or just the head of some corporation that she's trying to get justice on?
I was thinking the same thing because right now we're in the point where it's like they have damage control. And at one point, we have like they were going after Peter Parker. Even before then with Civil War, they were going after that side of the Avengers. I'm about to say another thing, but that's kind of like a spoiler for you, DJ, with Miss Marvel. But and now with this show, it's like, was it towards a regular person or was it for a suit? And from near the end of the episode, it just seems like it was just a regular individual, as it seems.
Okay. And yeah, don't worry about spoiling Miss Marvel. That's one that can go ahead and get spoiled. We'll get to that.
Oh yeah, so they were going after the main character from Miss Marvel, Damage Control.
Damage Control. Yeah, they're going after Kamala. Or trying to go after her.
Well, yeah, this is why was Dennis saying that the closing arguments would sound better coming from him? Was that just him flexing, trying to get the glory for himself instead of seeing a woman get ahead in their profession that's already dominated by men, AK?
I think that was very obvious. Yeah, that is the one ding I'll give to it, is that it's a little over the top sometimes with those little nodes. However, it is still spot on.
On the nose both ways, like a
Yeah.
little too on the nose, absolutely. And it's just like, yeah, this guy, he's gonna have to take an L by the end of it because he's annoying the hell out of me.
Oh, he's already taken an L.
But I love the way she breaks that fourth wall and talks directly to the audience. Like, I've heard she does this in the comics as well. So I mean, that's a pretty cool callback right out of the gate. And also likes how she keeps trying to market, like I was saying, she keeps trying to market this as a fun lawyer show instead of like a superhero show. I hope they keep that up through the whole series because I'm loving it.
Right, like, ma'am, you are a superhero whether you like it or not.
Exactly. Oh, just like in the ending when she says like, and see, I don't ever have to Hulk out. You knew right then she was gonna have to Hulk immediately. Like you said, a little on the nose. And she told Bruce that he's not the only genius in the family, and he replied, "Yeah, there's also Ched. Who the hell is Ched, AK?"
That's what I was about to ask you. I was like, wait, Chet who? And like for a hot second, I thought because there is another young green person that has not been introduced yet, but his name is not Chet. Actually, there's two of them. Neither of their names are Chet. So I don't know who the hell this Chet is, and I assume it's going to be just some throwaway character that they might bring up in conversation later on. I don't think they're going to do too much with it.
About to say, is it like a Young Avengers type Hulk that might be introduced later down the line, and that could be him? Or
Hulkling is a Young Avenger, but he is not like Bruce or Jennifer. He's completely different.
Okay.
He's not a Hulk. He's just a fan, and that's why he chose the name Hulkling.
Okay. Yeah, I've never even heard the name Ched. It's not even Chet. It's Ched. Ched. I was like,
either way, who the fuck is he?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I've never even heard this name before, much less his character. Like, what is going on? So I hope they touch on that. Like, why would they bring him up if they're not?
Right. Like, I don't even really want to find out who he is.
I hate lawyers. I think I would like her better if she had a real job. Come on, Jake. This woman is amazing. Tell me you're not in love every time she turns into the Hulk. She is just more than beautiful. Absolutely amazing. I'm loving it. I didn't even think that was the same actress. I thought the CG was like at first everybody was afraid it wasn't going to be a thing, but I think they did a pretty good job. Like I was all in. I didn't notice too many things or too many problems with it.
Yeah, I think when they put those the trailers out, they hadn't actually fully developed all the CG and all the imaging and whatnot. But now that it is, everyone can chill because calm the fuck down. The trailers aren't always exactly what we're gonna see.
Right, exactly.
I didn't see the trailer, so yeah.
So you're not even worried about it. The only problem I saw was one little thing, like when she was hugging, when she was little as herself, and then she went to hug the Hulk. Like they hugged, and then he like moved back, and she was still sitting there like she was hugging him. Like that was the only little gape in CG that they kind of missed, and it wasn't even really the CG. It was her like staying in the pose too long.
Yeah. For me, occasionally was the hair, because every time I see her hair, I just think of some video game CGI hair. So I'm like, it might as well be some like PS3, PS4 type hair from time to time.
I love
unless it was tied up.
I like the Hulk hair even better than the regular hair. I thought it was just amazing. Instantly.
Yeah.
And it's great how her lawyer mind is trying to piece together like the Steve Rogers life and that he must, for all intents and purposes, be a virgin. Like, of course, the females in the MCU are going to wonder about America's greatest ass. So,
of course, how can you not wonder about America's ass? Look, I'm not trying to bang Captain America, but I do appreciate the aesthetics of the body. And yeah, the homie had a nice ass. You can't let that go to waste. That's
we're gonna talk about
it.
They all gonna talk about it. So yeah, I was the same way. I liked the hair better when she was the Hulk. I thought it was amazing. Absolutely.
Yeah, it framed her face better.
So as they're discussing it, a UFO flies down and cuts them off, which causes an accident. And you think that was done on purpose, or was that just an accident, Phantom?
Oh, Fate wanted it to happen because how else would She-Hulk be created? But then they said it was a Karian aircraft, so it's like it goes back to Thor Ragnarok. So the question is, who's on it? Why are they on it? What the hell you did back when he was, the Hulk for like, what was it, 2 years? He mentioned.
They answered that.
What's that?
They answered exactly what it was. He said he has to look into it more, but it was a Sakaran Class 8 courier craft ship. It's a messenger.
Right,
So
but
it was
he didn't
coming
know
there to
what
bring
it was.
him a message purposely.
I didn't really like that, how he was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to have to look into that eventually. Like, this thing just changed her whole life and made her into a Hulk. And you're like, oh, we'll just get to that later. Like, this is a massive thing. Why is he being so nonchalant about it?
Because he wants to focus more on his cousin because now he's not alone. There's another Hulk in the world.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't like how he just kind of brushed that out. Like, this
It is.
amazing.
But what was the damn message though? That's my question. Or did the message even like happen because they ran him off the road? Not ran him
I
off the
have
road.
a theory. I have a theory, but I don't think it's going to be talked about because this isn't really his show. He's just a cameo.
So put a pin in it.
I think, and well, I mean, maybe, but I think it probably has. It's a hint at his son.
You think it's Scratch or whatever his name is?
Oh, I know you're talking about AK.
Possibly. I think it's somebody trying to either his kid trying to send him a message, or somebody else trying to send a message about his kid. Something to do of that. Because why else would Sakar need to contact him? He's not going to go back there to be the champion in the mosh pit. He's past that life.
True.
So as a champion, you think he already got with somebody, had a kid, and now the kid's back there either trying to get a hold of him or somebody else is trying to let him know that he has a kid back there raising hell or something like that?
Yep. He was there long enough for it to happen, and he was the champion. Of course he was getting girls.
Oh, yeah. He was there for 2 years. He said, oh, boy, like Bruce was locked in the trunk for 2 years, and the other guy was basically in charge.
And if you think Hulk wasn't out there as the champion slinging dick, I think you might be misjudging the whole situation.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, that's the other thing I was going to say. Like, I thought, like, she was going to have some big gash that was bleeding out, and Banner was going to have to give her, like, an emergency blood transfusion. Like, I didn't realize that just a few drops of his blood hitting her bloodstream would have that huge of an effect.
I mean, look at the Incredible Hulk movie. Like, literally when, cameo.
When they drank the soda.
Exactly.
When Norton spilled it in.
Or when that scientist, like, had drops of blood, like, lay on his head, like, they were changing.
Yeah, it started turning him into Brainiac.
But right, and they said the only it was just their DNA makeup that was able to make Jen and Bruce be able
into
to
the Hulk.
But other people would do other things.
Or even like the guy who played Abomination, like you saw what happened to him.
Yeah, and he already had stuff in him, so that's why his blend turned weird like that.
Yeah, he got injected though. That he took a whole different serum. They tried to make him into a Hulk. These other ones
first, and then the second time, didn't he have the blood of Bruce Banner?
Yeah, he had that in there, and then Brainiac did something else with the mixture that added more stuff on top of it. Because remember when they started that conversation, he was like, "Oh wait, you look like you got a little something in you already." So I think it was the two formulas mixing that created what Abomination ultimately ended up looking like.
Okay, maybe that's it. But yeah, either way, I didn't not just that just kind of tripped me out that just a couple drops of blood into her blood was able to give her.
Remember, it's damn radiation.
It makes sense. Yeah, it's gamma radiation, and they already shown, like Fandom said, everything that happened in the Edward Norton movie. It's very easily transferred. Yeah,
we never did see what happened to Stan Lee from drinking that blood, but probably killed him. I don't know, since he can't just turn into a Hulk. I don't know, and they can't do anything with it now. But yeah, we never saw
probably dead. That character.
I think they showed a news article or something, like he raged out or something, and then got put in hospital because obviously he was old, so he couldn't handle it. But I don't know if he died necessarily though.
Huh? I never saw that.
That's like that's a deep dive. You could have made a trivia about that. You're like, what happened to that character?
Don't give me ideas. I will put a pin in that because I'm sure we'll be getting around to Marvel soon enough.
I'm mad I don't have my sound clip, but just like in the 80s, TV Hulk, Jen wakes up in the woods not knowing how she got there, and I was just waiting for that piano drop to just cue up.
Too soon.
Yep.
I was waiting for it. That would have been amazing. But she makes her way to a bar, and some newfound friends help clean her up and use their phone to call Bruce. And while waiting outside, some other guys also want to be friends, and she was just not feeling that situation at all. So she tells them to leave her alone, and when they don't, she just goes straight Hulk on them. Like, if Bruce wouldn't have got there in time to stop her, what do you think would have happened to those men, AK?
each of them would have gotten probably 1 or 2 good hits if they didn't run away. I don't think she wanted to hurt them per se. I think she just wanted to scare them to make them back off. But Bruce, not knowing that she is actually of her own mind right there, thinks that she's just raging. So he jumps in,
She
hurries up and
was
tackles her to get her out of there.
She even admitted it. She was like that first. She said that first time, like I couldn't handle it, like it was just rage.
The first time, that wasn't the first time though. The first time was when she was running away in the woods when it first happened. Then she woke up at night later on.
Yeah, I guess technically that would be, but I don't know. I just took it like that first time she was raging was when those guys did it. Like she said it was a blind rage and she couldn't really handle it. But yeah, I mean, because yeah, why would she be blind raging? I mean, I guess because she didn't know what she was running through the woods. But yeah, I don't know. Look,
That's what I'm saying.
I thought she was about to castrate these fools. She didn't. She was not having any.
No, I think she just wanted to. I mean, okay, that again might be a woman looking at it and men looking at it. You might see
she's
that,
an attorney.
I know the situation. Well, yeah, one, she's an attorney, and again, she is still in her right mind there. Two, I've been in that situation. She just wanted them to leave her the hell alone. She's not going in just to cause pain and kill somebody. That was not the goal at all.
Yeah, that could just be two twists on it. Like I said, I don't think it's like what she would have normally did, but since she just is newly a Hulk and doesn't really have a cap on it yet, I just thought she was about to lose it, and that's why Bruce had to swoop in and be like, "Let's go." Get you out
I think they were just like painting it that way to like until we get to that scene of okay, is there another person driving the wheel? But there was no one else driving the wheel.
But Bruce didn't know that yet, so he reacted the way he thought she was going to react like him, but that's not what happened. Yeah.
So then she wakes up again in a different place, only this one has walls, and it's a tiki bar home on the beach. And it looks like Stark really hooked Banner up with this spot. I was like, this is nice. Out here on the Mexican beach, like, let's do it. And was Bruce really name dropping out there? Like, yeah, Tony hooked me up with this place, Tony Stark. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she knew which Tony you were referring to. Like, was he really name dropping fandom?
Yeah, because he's still in his damn fields. He's still mourning, man. Let him name drop freaking Tony, man.
And he's been lonely, DJ. Where's your heart, man?
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's the other part. We got to talk about it because that was just crazy. And again, like I said, I did not like how nonchalant he was about that spaceship causing a wreck. Like, yeah, I need to get to the bottom of that. But first, I've been like, no, first, let's go get who caused this. Like, this is a thing. I hated this.
A big thing, bruh. A spaceship just came out, and you not gonna go check that out? Word?
It changed my life, almost killed us, turned me into a Hulk. Like, this is consequences. Like, I'm about to talk to somebody about something. But how great is that, like, cousin competition they have between them? Like, oh, my blood cured your arm because I'm better than you. She's like, she just went from screaming like I'm gonna die and then straight into talking shit in the blink of an eye. Like, I don't know. I'm like,
I mean, wouldn't you be talking shit though? Come on, man.
I don't know.
but you're also a Hulk.
True.
I'm very curious about like their relationship before this. We got to like see them within the show, like outside in other movies or some name drop of like, oh, my cousin here and there, and then finally this season because it does seem like they had like a history.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, their chemistry is just too good. It seems like they've been talking shit and been in competition their whole lives.
All the time. Yep.
So Jen tells him to fix her, but he says he just can't do it, and she has no interest in being a superhero, so that's going to be a problem. And then Bruce wants to test her to see what her trigger points are, and she agrees, and she's thinking it's going to be like Pixar movies, but no, he puts her straight into Blades of Death Chamber, and like, she's all, why do you even have a room like this, psycho? Like, was Bruce always planning on making another Hulk and testing it out, AK?
See, you gotta wonder that because... yeah, why the hell do you have that room, bro? By the time Tony built that, you didn't need that damn training chamber. So what the fuck were you out there doing in the middle of the woods in Mexico, bruh? Maybe that's why you're in Mexico. Because whatever the fuck you were doing was illegal in the United States.
Exactly. I just love the fact that they just kind of put that in the background. Like, you almost had to have the words on, the captions on to see it. But just like, why do you even have a room like this? I was like, yeah, why do you have a room like this?
Like, what the hell, bro?
Oh, family is snarky as hell. I'm loving that between them. This is pretty dope. And Bruce wants to test her to see like what her trigger points are, but I don't know. Like the fact that he's finding out that there are two different people is definitely going to be a thing, I think, throughout this whole series. And Bruce didn't know like what he was feeling when Jen was able to instantly just be herself as She-Hulk. Like, was he having some cousin loving thoughts running through his head, fandom?
Ew.
I mean, this ain't like the comics where, you know, they did have some cousin loving thoughts and they had like multiple incest children.
Did they?
Hold on. Oh, whoa. That was a completely different timeline, and the world was
Yeah,
damn
but
near. Yeah.
Nobody.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait. Wasn't Wanda involved with that nonsense? Wasn't that like a
No,
part of
was
the
it?
result of the House of M? That wasn't in there?
No, wasn't it Old Man Logan?
Oh, it's
Where,
Old Man Logan. You're right.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
in some random ass, almost apocalyptic world where the Hulks were this ridiculous, weird inbred family. Yeah, it was weird. That
Wow.
comic run was weird.
I was
Look that shit up.
Like he just because like he said like I'm feeling things, I don't know what I'm feeling or why I'm feeling. That's what got me. I was like, is he feeling some cousin loving?
Now, this is Disney here. They're not gonna do that route.
Yeah,
I could see them doing
a
like a joke. Like once they put like Wolverine into MCU, I can see them making some sort of reference on that in some shape or fashion.
What do you mean, Jake? I don't know what you're talking about.
This motherfucker right here.
I'm just going by what the show told me. He said he didn't know what he was feeling. I'm like, well, what is he feeling? What's happening here?
He said jealousy. Is that what I'm feeling? I think I'm jealous. You took it a whole different skew, man.
He just said, I don't know. I was like, wait a minute. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking like what I was thinking because, she was looking good. He finally convinces her how dangerous it can be if she gets angry. So she agrees to let him teach her how to Hulk out. And I just love that. Okay, go ahead and teach me how to Hulk. Like, I don't know. Like I said, the quirkiness of this show, I'm all in for so far. Again, also loved how competitive they are during the training. Like, just wanted to show you how it's done. Oh, I'm shown. Like, yeah, like everything about their chemistry is just, I'm all in it for it. How is she so much better at hulking out than him right out of the gate, though, Phantom?
The way how I look at it is because it was the blood from the whole Smart Hulk. If this was like the blood from like the regular Incredible Hulk who didn't like, that Bruce didn't like learn to like merge into one, she probably would have had the same thing. Who knows? That's kind of like how I see it.
I like that explanation.
That's a good thought.
I can't imagine because I'm like, why is she instantly better at everything than him? Like he's like, oh, to be a Hulk, you have to have balance, and he's like barely staying up on his hands. She's just doing flips and pinwheels and all on one arm and just staying there perfect. Like everything she did, he punched the ground, she punched it harder. Like it just seemed everything was better. Whoa, my other screen just flipped out and blanked out. That was weird.
That Loki, I think, goes to their cousin chemistry.
Yeah. Then there's times I'm thinking, are you even like holding back as well? From time to time.
Yeah, see, and you got to wonder about that because Hulk, it seems like something he would do, but then if you you have this competition with your cousin and y'all always play around like that, why would you hold back?
Really? Absolutely. And I mean, this is the Hulk. If she's that good, exactly. There's no more holding back. Like, let's just get it on both sides.
Because he looks like he's getting mad about it. Like, okay, bro, well, what you doing here then?
Exactly. And I didn't understand the logic. Like, he was trying to show her the brighter sides of being a Hulk, and then starts talking about how hard it is to get drunk. I'm like, that didn't compute.
Isn't the point of drinking to get drunk, though?
Right? It's like, I'm never trying to drink all 100 of my bottles at once. Like, I have a few.
And I don't even get a little buzz. Like, what the hell's the point of that? No, sir.
How's that the good side? I didn't get that at all. I was like, I have a few glasses, catch my buzz, and call it good. Like, these guys got to smash 100 bottles to not get drunk? I didn't like that. I don't know. That was weird to me.
No, thank you.
And then Jen's had enough of the training. She's ready to get back to her real life, but Bruce doesn't want her to go. Is that just because he's like lonely and wants her to stay with him, or is he like truly worried about what might happen out there, Phantom?
More like what's going to happen out there, because Bruce has been by himself for X amount of years, so he can deal loneliness.
I think that's the problem. So? I think he is alone. Yeah. What about you, AK? Because I think he's lonely and wants a friend.
But I think it's a combination of both, and he wants her again. He's been the only Hulk. It's not even just him being alone in solitude in Mexico, but he's been the only thing like him, the only being like him around. And now there's another one, and it just so happens to be his cousin, who he already has this great relationship with. So of course he doesn't want her to go. And again, he's not thinking of the training the right way. She doesn't have the mental baggage that he had coming into the whole situation. So she doesn't have the other personality. So I think that's what's helping to put her above par a little bit in what's going on. So yeah, she can leave and go back to her life. I think she's actually got it, but he doesn't want her to go because he wants to have somebody to chill with. And then also he is worried about what could happen. Just that one moment when maybe she doesn't have control.
Yeah,
Thousands of people could get hurt from that.
There's definitely a legitimate concern about what might happen out there. But after hearing Jen break it down, I was with her. I was like, why would you want that life for me, Bruce? Like, you're miserable and by yourself and alone. Why would you want that for me? It's like, again, I think he's lonely and just wanted the company. That's where I was
Facts.
at. But we'll see where that goes. And why else was Bruce being such a baby? Like, you think you can just say all those mean things to me and drive away? I was like, yeah, we're grown ass.
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
Also, you asked for it, okay? You could have just got the hell out the way and let me go about my business and then come get your car later, but you didn't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a weird spot for me. I was like, this is childish right here. And that little battle they had was ridiculous. Like, Bruce deserved to get his bar busted up after that little tantrum. Like, where are you going with this? Like, come on, be a grown ass adult. You're the Hulk, for God's sakes. Be better. But back in the courtroom, and Dennis is really being a dick. Instead of giving her encouragement, he tells her not to slip up. Like I said, I cannot wait to tell him to take an L. Like, how are we feeling about Dennis, fandom?
Don't like him.
Oh, he's gonna get his. He's got to get his by the end of it.
Unless he's a scroll.
No, that wouldn't matter. You know what? Dennis's character was dead for me. His first line that he uttered. He told her to smile. He told her to smile. Yeah, gentlemen, not even to my boys on the panel, because I know they know better already. But if you don't know better and you're listening to this later, don't tell women to smile, okay? In any given situation, it never comes off well. Trust me.
There it is. Words to live by. Oh, hope he's not much of a character. I think he's going to be. I mean, he was one of the first ones introduced. He's going to be.
I think they kind of have to work together because of the law firm they work with and however things are structured. But I do love Nikki's character. She's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about Nikki here in a second, but she kind of...
Oh, shit. Here he go.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Here we go.
Is she an undercover agent or something now, DJ?
Right. By the end of this, he's going to be having us thinking Nikki's a damn scroll. Watch.
Oh, she's something. I don't know. But in the middle of her statement, some She-Ra comes busting through the wall, and Nikki instantly runs over and tells her to do
You did not just disrespect She-Ra like that. What?
I don't know who this woman is. Titania.
Here we go.
I don't know what the hell her name is.
Oh my God.
She comes in with nothing. Just what is she doing? And then Nikki runs over and even called it her civic duty. Like, you need to do your thing. It's your civic duty. Like, wait a minute. I think Nikki's just tired of keeping Jen's secret, and just like Ned's little bitch ass wants to brag to the world how she's a superhero's bestie.
No.
Oh yeah, she went over there. She's like, "You got to do it." Like, girl's like, "Man, I don't want. Like, my whole life is gonna change. This is gonna be bad. Like, I don't want to just bust out right here and do my thing." She's like, "Nope, you got to do it." Like, I think she's just tired of keeping a secret. Nikki wanted to tell everybody, "My best friend's a superhero."
I mean, she could have just quickly left the room and then come back dressed something else different.
She still looks the same. What are y'all talking about? Look at her face.
I don't think she looks anything the same. I thought it was an actual different actor doing it, the She-Hulk. I had to look into that. I was like, oh my God, that's just her.
She could have put on a mask.
Where would she have had a mask ready?
And her damn suit.
She still looks the exact same. She may want to encourage her to be the superhero, but in that moment, if you have the capability, that's kind of the moment to go ahead and be a superhero.
She just ran over there with no thoughts about anybody. She's just like, come on, do your thing. Like, it took no time. She instantly ran over there like, yep, now's your time. I was like, wait a minute. Like, maybe we got some other
because she knows. Look at the speech that Jen gave at the beginning. Well, the speech that she was practicing. kind of said the same thing. If you know these people with powers, being held to a higher standard, blah blah blah. This is the situation that you're in now. You have the capability and the power to actually stop this and save these people from being hurt. We don't know who this bitch is or what the hell she want, but very clearly she's hostile and she was straight into fight mode. So yeah, I mean, go on and practice what you preach, kind of.
I suppose, but I don't know. It just seems like basically now she turns and now the whole world's going to know who and what she is. And like Bruce said, this is going to put a huge target on hers and everyone she loves back. So if anything happens to Nikki or Jen, this is definitely going to be all Nikki's fault.
Target should already been on her back. You're the
because
cousin
of Bruce.
Yeah.
Being the cousin of Bruce might have it, but now Nikki's going to have a target on her back because she's Jen's best friend. And if anything happens to her, she basically did it to herself by telling her to out herself in front of the world right here. I don't know. I just think that's going to end up being a thing. I think Nikki's going to get, and Jen's going to have to go save her. And if she would have been able to stay secret, maybe that wouldn't have happened to Nikki.
Honestly, that whole family now is going to be in danger because if they realize, okay, Bruce Banner is the Hulk, now the cousin's the Hulk, it has to be something within the family's blood.
Right. It's something in their, Bruce said that. It's something in their DNA that allows them to take in the gamma radiation and change it to do something, good for them. Well, technically good, I guess, how you look at it.
So what you're saying is they're going to try to get Hulk, Bruce Banner's sperm.
More than likely, that's usually where these things go, unfortunately.
With great power.
I don't know why you went right to the sperm, but yeah. Collecting bodily fluids. You're right. Collecting bodily fluids, yeah. That's usually what happens.
Oh man, so I guess the villain was Tatiana and one of Jen's nemesis from the comics. Like, is she like working for that man who was being charged by a Jen, do you think, fandom? Is that where she came in? Like, why did she come busting through that wall?
I have no idea. I have no if she's even from the planet Earth. At this point, for one, she came from that Sincarian ship that we saw earlier in the damn episode.
Possibly.
Because it's just weird how she just busted her straight through of all court houses, of all courtrooms. It's like, why specifically there? Like, did she know who?
So that tells me that maybe that guy who was on trial basically hired her to come bust in and bust.
Oh, that too, possibly.
And that's what I was about to bring up because she didn't look like she was there for Jennifer. She had no idea who Jen was, or even after she turned, she just looked at her like, okay, well, I don't know who the fuck you are, but whatever, you're in my way, so now I have to combat you. But she got her ass kicked.
She could been tracking like gamma radiation, but yeah, she also could be like the She-Go.
Yeah, they got a lot. They need to explain this. Like, why is she there? Is she there? Like I said, I just thought.
Yeah, I mean, it is only episode 1. Yeah, so we'll see what becomes of her for the rest of the season, I guess.
Yeah, we don't got like 2 episodes to talk, so it's like, yeah.
It was nice of Nikki to remind her about the shoes, though. I'm guessing those weren't cheap, so at least she shaved her shoes. So Nikki did something good before she busted through those.
Shoes are expensive, so
that's what I'm saying.
Yes, very, especially heels.
Shoes, so. Yeah, I'm sure they were. If she's an attorney at law, they were expensive. So good on Nikki for saving the shoes, but I don't know about her yet. She seems a little self-centered. Jen takes care of business, then ready to get right back to the real work of convicting that man on trial. I was like, she is definitely a lawyer first and foremost. I kind of like how she keeps pushing that.
And that's straight from the comics. I love how they've kept her personality so similar. It's like right off the page.
Nice. Yeah, you're gonna have to let us know because again, I don't read any comics. I don't know anything about that, but that's amazing that they are staying so close to it. And I'm guessing her world is about to be turned upside down with her newfound fame. Like, that's surely to come. Like, now that everybody knows she's the She-Hulk, that's going to be a thing. So, yeah, no more just being a quiet little attorney. Like, basically, the whole world's going to know her as a superhero, and she's going to have to learn to adapt with that. That's probably going to be a problem in episodes to come.
Yeah, I think from what they showed in the trailers, I think she's going to be like the superhero attorney or something like to that effect. So it's bound to definitely cause issues because this is her profession. This is what she wants to do for her career. So once she finds out, and I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but I'm sure she will find out that they're only keeping her on to be, to get the clout from having a superhero in their employ. It's going to mess with her, and that's probably what's going to make her leave and maybe actually become a superhero, like either be a new Avenger or maybe be a mentor to the young Avengers that are coming up.
Or
So I don't know. We'll have to see.
What if she decides to leave her firm and start up with another one with a little Foggy
Or
Bottom and Daredevil?
I was about
Hey,
to say, yeah, and I do believe we're going to be seeing him, so that might be a tag team that could come to fruition. We'll see.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've heard rumors that he's going to be in this series. So, yeah, that'd be amazing. If those two team up and open up their own law firm, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, I'd be here for that.
And then we also got an extra scene where Bruce finally relents and admits that he knows for a fact that Steve Rogers is, in fact, not a virgin. Why was he so happy about this info, AK?
That's been one of the biggest things debated in the rumor mill of going through the backstories of these characters that are not fully talked about in the movies or shows. And again, like we were saying earlier, that's America's ass is looking too nice to just not be rubbed or touched on at any point in time in life. Like he deserves a little better than that. I think
Man.
So yeah, absolutely. Go and get it, Steve. I hope you got. I hope it was more than one.
Oh, the Daredevil series was dope, and yeah, they're definitely going to be bringing him back. The fact he was in Spider-Man, and I think he's going to be in this one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
We got him in Kingpin already.
So that'll be amazing. So yeah, all in. I mean, it was a little quirky. It wasn't amazing, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, and I'm still on the fence, but I'm definitely leaning towards the way that I'm going to end up liking this show a whole lot. So just can't wait to see episode 2. How about you, AK? How you feeling about it?
Facts. Yeah, I am definitely all in. I hope they keep this momentum. I have seen some reviews from people that got screenings of it, and it's been a mixed bag. But that's usually what it is. I don't always put a whole lot of stock in other people's reviews. I like to, form my own opinions, and I think we'll have a decent run. It may not be great, like you just said. I agree with that assessment, but I think it's going to be very enjoyable, and I'm here for all of the quirkiness because I love it. And the fourth wall breaks have been great. The way they've been handling those, I'm here for all of it.
And I really love the chemistry, just like Tony and Bruce. I love the chemistry between Jen and Bruce. I think they're amazing together. Absolutely.
Yeah, like you said, you can tell that they are actually family. Like these are some kids that grew up together that have been fucking with each other since day one, and now they're adults and they're in their careers, and this random shit has happened. But yeah, okay, we still gonna be us, and that's great. It shows very well on the screen.
Yeah, I think it's going to be even a little better than decent. I think by the end of it, they might tie it in. And like I said, kind of like a female Deadpool situation, just kind of making us laugh, being quirky, and not taking herself too serious. And like I said, the fact that she keeps pushing that this is a fun lawyer show. Like, I don't know why, but I just love that fact. The way they talk about that. That is fantastic. Oh, so we got just a couple trivia questions. We'll see what you guys remember about the show. If you're out there, put it in the chat box. If you're watching this later, write it in the comments down below. What was the male lawyer's name we saw in the opening scene?
Dennis.
Absolutely
this
correct.
Dumb Dennis.
What is She-Hulk's professional working title?
Jennifer Walters, attorney at law.
Not quite.
I think no. Yeah. There's a.
What's her actual title?
An actual title? Yeah, I don't remember that.
Anybody remember what she's?
Is it a district attorney?
No.
She
wants to work up. Yeah, she wants to work up to being a district attorney, but she's nowhere near there yet.
Right. So what comes right before that?
Prosecutor?
No, she's not even prosecutor level just yet.
What are you before you're a sheriff?
A
deputy?
There we go. Deputy district attorney. That's what her title is. We got there.
All right.
Shout the sheriff.
What college banner did she have buried in the back of her bookshelf?
What'd you say?
What college banner did she have buried in the back of her bookshelf?
I knew he was gonna act something
UCLA.
like that, and I was like trying to see.
Yo, I wrote down everything I could see on that damn shelf. I knew he was gonna hone in on that.
Oh,
UCLA
well done,
flag.
You. Absolutely, she's a Bruin. Well done, you. Oh, what is She-Hulk's first and last name?
Jennifer Walters.
Well done. What type of space? You already nailed this one. What type of spaceship caused her crash?
It's a Carbon.
Make sure. Yeah, it's Karen Class 8 Courier Craft Ship.
Absolutely, 100%. Karen Class 8 Courier Craft. Bruce called himself Smart Hulk. What did Jen call him?
Shit. Smug Hulk.
Oh, shit. Nice. Well done. Absolutely correct. Well done, you. How long did Banner say it took him to get through his journey of becoming the Hulk?
15
like
years.
15 years?
Oh,
And
man,
who the fuck has 15 years to sit in the woods with this dude? Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. My man is lonely and just wants somebody
I
out there.
really thought she was going to sit there for 15 years.
Yeah, it's like, come on, Bruce. Just admit you need a friend.
Right.
She has got her own life. Let's find somebody else. But what did Bruce say the triggers were?
Anger,
fear.
and fear. Yeah.
Anger and fear. That was it. Well done. What price did Bruce put on the damage she caused when she threw that door into the machines?
Oh.
You just did about
a couple million, I think.
About $1 million in damage. Absolutely. What kind of yoga was Bruce trying to teach Jen?
Oh, wait. I wrote that down. Damn it. Where is it?
You get this. This is a deep dive.
Reciting, closing an argument. No, I made sure to write down like the whole thing he said. Dialectical behavioral therapy is an evidence-based psychotherapy.
Listen to her go. DBT. Absolutely. God dang. You are not up. I was going to get somebody with that one. Me being showed up. Well done, you. Oh, who did Bruce say was her best friend?
Who did Bruce say was... Oh, spandex.
There you go. Bruce told Jen not to move into a place unless it had ceilings that were how tall?
10 feet.
Man, just nailing it. I'm going to have to get it on. Who did Jen say was her best friend?
Nikki.
Of course. And what two sets of initials were in Bruce's bar top?
It was BB and TS.
Of course. Bruce Banner and Tony Stark. Who else? How tall is the She-Hulk?
5'8"? No, not 5'8". Excuse me, 8 feet tall.
No, I was gonna say she's way taller than 5'8".
Did we get him on one? Did I finally stump somebody?
You might have, because I don't think I remember hearing.
Hey, how tall is
was.
like Hulk then? Then I can like possibly figure it out.
I don't remember.
Jake nailed that one exactly. It was the 1 million. Yep. How tall is She-Hulk? I finally got him on one. Bada boom, bada bing.
Oh, so if he's 8 feet, then she's probably like 6 feet?
Close.
Isn't Hulk taller than 8 feet?
I mean, that's what Google says, 7 to 8.
Huh. Okay.
In the MCU, and I'm not sure, like, comics-wise.
All right, we only got 2 more left. What nickname did Bruce call Jen when she left?
Ah, fuck. I forget. I want to say snarky something or other. I don't remember. Some random nickname you would give your cousin.
What?
I didn't write that one down though.
Back to back? I stumped him twice.
You got two.
That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely. That is incorrect, Jake Cruz. That is not how tall she is. Oh, so we got him twice. How tall is she? And the nickname Bruce gave her when she left. And last but not least, see if we can get him 3 in a row. What year did Steve Rogers lose his virginity?
1943.
We ain't stumping nobody. We already know.
You didn't think I knew you was gonna harping on that end credit scene.
Absolutely.
Which was also done so well. That was just such a great ending to all of that.
Welcome, South London Reseller. New name out there. Welcome, and you are very close, but incorrect. I don't think they'd give. We can't give that one, but you are damn close.
Yeah. Oh, damn it! I'm replaying the damn scene in my head. Yeah. Fuzzball? Was it Fuzzball?
It was Fuzzball. There you go. Absolutely. That's how we bring it home. He called her Fuzzball. Absolutely.
Thanks for that hit, South London.
That was a great guess, South London. That was a great guess. You're all over it. Oh, 43. Yep. Nice. 1943. Absolutely. That's when he did it. So, yep, Jake got a couple of them as well. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, man. Like I said, I'm on the fence, but I'm leaning the right way with it. I'm loving the quirkiness. I'm loving the fourth wall. Like I said, I love the fact she keeps pushing it as just a fun lawyer show. And, yeah, I can't wait to see where they go with it next. What do you think about it, fandom, so far?
Better than Hawkeye.
It's
Oh,
way
Jacob doesn't
better.
disagree, but I agree with
That's
you.
a great rating right there. Better than Hawkeye.
Hmm.
Oh, that's a pretty low bar for me, but hey, I think it's going
Well,
to be way more.
yeah.
I think it's going to jump on up. How about you, AK? What are we thinking so far?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm all in. Definitely better than Hawkeye. I think this show is gonna do the same thing that Miss Marvel did. It may seem like it's gonna get a bunch of low ratings, but I think there's gonna be a lot of core people that really enjoy it, and that's exactly what happened with Miss Marvel. So I think we're on track for two back to back with these two shows that
So
are
what you're
really
trying
good.
to say is DJ should watch Miss Marvel. Gotcha.
I mean, that's not what I said, but if that's how you want to interpret it,
Well,
that's on you.
eventually we'll have to get into it. I almost wish we were the one show that the Giant Tamer and I have that we're actually watching together right now is Murder in the Buildings. I almost wish we were doing that one too.
Oh,
You
I
know
heard about
what?
that because Cody
I
Issa guys
didn't.
was doing that, and I was like,
I was gonna say I didn't watch that show, but I kept up with everything because I watched Phil's show on it, and yeah, it's just like a really great show, and their cast, the trio that they have starring it, are really
yeah,
good
from
together.
Saturday Night Live. Then
Yeah,
Selena Gomez. Season
Selena
two started
Gomez,
or no?
Steve
Yeah, season
Martin,
two's on
and
right now.
yeah,
I
season two
might
started
get on it.
recently.
I might get on it.
It's a good show.
I would say we could start doing it and do it because it's fun. I mean, talk about a great show to try to theorize on and try
Can
to
we
guess who the
though?
murderer is. But there's so much coming up. I just
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
unfortunately.
we got like 4 or 5
oh,
shows that we're putting on the schedule now. We
Is that a
went from
weekly?
one from we went from 1 day a week to like 3 days a week, on and off now.
yeah. No, Hulu's got it. Hulu just puts it all up. They're all up there.
Okay.
I've only seen like the first 3 or 4, but and then we had to go back because she couldn't remember anything, so we had to go back and watch like the last 2 of the last season. I kept trying to explain. Finally, I was like, just rewatch it. My God. But yeah, that would be a fun show to try to theorize on because there's some crazy quirky shit.
Yeah, there's some real good theory moments to be had with that show. Absolutely.
Anybody out there looking for another show to watch, I would highly suggest Murder in the Building. Murderers in the Building, absolutely fantastic. And yeah, we may talk about
also, I got a suggestion. Also, if you have Amazon Prime and you want just a random medieval time period show to watch, check out El Cid. It's L, one word, CID.
That's it. Yeah,
El Cid, and it's in short form, it's like Spanish Game of Thrones without the magic, and it's really it's based mainly in Spain, and they have like a different culture clashes with Muslim and Arab cultures, and it's like 3 brothers and 2 sisters in the family that have to try to rule different parts of the kingdom, and it's some shit. That's all I can say. I've brushed through like the whole 2 seasons that they have up right now. It's crazy. Go check it out.
yeah. Like Jake said, we got 3 major shows coming up and football season, so we are in crunch time.
Yeah.
It's all coming so much. I mean, yeah, it's going to be impossible.
And also, I'm probably going to be out for a couple months because I do have hopefully my surgery will be scheduled at the beginning of next month.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
So
Definitely
yeah,
wish you all the best with that and get healthy just as fast as you can and do whatever you need to do. Take care.
fingers crossed.
Absolutely. So that's going to do it for us. We are going to be back. I believe the next time you're going to see us will be next Tuesday night for you already know it's here, House of the Dragon. So we're going to be taking it back. We're going back to Westeros and getting going all in. So can't wait to do that. We'll be talking Westeros. Don't forget we got Westworld Wednesdays going on after that. And She-Hulk next Thursday. So we're just going to keep it moving. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll be right back next week. So speaking of weeks, I hope yours is going absolutely fantastic, and it only gets better from here. And until we see you next Tuesday, be easy, everybody. House of the Dragon, Targaryens.
Let's